Hi everyone, hope you are doing good. My name is Saurabh Bharti, Microsoft Dynamics 365 professional. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is the platform where I come and share my knowledge and experience with you all. So today I'm going to talk about a specific scenario on the intercompany trade orders. I have already written a couple of blogs on the basic intercompany setup, how it works, and I have covered a scenario as well. I am going to put the link in the description if you want to look at that. Today I'm going to talk about a specific scenario on the intercompany trade orders. And what is that? I'm calling it as a multi-leg because there are multiple orders which gets involved in a single transaction. So let's see what is that scenario and how we are going to work on that. Okay, so let's understand the scenario first. So let's say we are going to have two companies, which is USMF and DEMF. And here is the scenario. The DEMF receives the sales order from its customer for a product D0001. Okay, now DEMF does not have that stock to fulfill this particular order. So DEMF decided to buy this product to fulfill this order from its subsidiary, which is the USMF company. So the USMF will be available as a vendor in DEMF. So it creates a purchase order for this product. And then what DEMF want is that products to be delivered automatically, the direct delivery to this customer. So it's create a direct delivery intercompany purchase order to the USMF. The moment this gets created, there should be a sales order in USMF, which should be for the product D0001, and this should be for the customer DE001, which is the DEMF. Now let's assume the DEMF also does not have that inventory available with it, and now the USMF also wants to fulfill this order by purchasing from the external vendor, which is US101, and that is for that it is going to create the direct delivery purchase order. So now how this complete cycle will work in the dynamics, what are the transactions which are going to happen, how the creation of the orders will happen, and how my receiving will happen, and how the invoicing will get impacted. That is what we are going to discuss today. Okay, so let's understand that in what sequence the orders will be created and what type of orders it will create. So I have created a simple table here just to understand the sequence of the order creation here. So what will happen, the first order will be created in DEMF, the sequence will be 1, and the transaction will be the sales order, which is a normal sales order, and it will be created manually. Now the second transaction will also be in DEMF, which will be a direct delivery purchase order. Okay, but this will be the type of intercompany, and this will also be created manually because US DEMF understand that they do not have the inventory to fulfill the first sales order. Now once you create this, what system is going to create is the intercompany sales order, which is automatic. Why it is going to create automatically? Because the USMF will be available as a vendor here and the DEMF will be available as a customer here. So the whole intercompany prerequisite setup is already there. That's what is our assumption. I'm really sorry. I think I'm not sharing the right screen. Let me share the right screen. Okay, hope you can see this screen now. So this is what I was talking about, the sequence of the order. So DEMF will have first sales order, then DEMF will have a intercompany purchase order, direct delivery purchase order created, and then subsequently it will automatically create a sales order in the USMF company, which will be auto created. And then the USMF also takes a decision to create the purchase order in USMF, and that purchase order will also be the direct delivery purchase order. So that is the order creation sequence, and this is the product which we are going to use. So let's see how it works in Dynamics, and then we come to the next stage after the order creation, that is your receiving or the delivery of the orders. So now I am in Microsoft Dynamics 365, and I have chosen a legal entity DEMF, and that is where I'm going to create my first transaction, which is my sales order. Now I'm assuming that you know all the intercompany parameters and the configurations are set up already. Okay, if you do not know, then I'm going to put all the previous blocks link so that you can go and configure your all the intercompany trade parameters. Okay, so now I'm going to create a sales order here. Okay, and that sales order is for the customer DE010. So I'm going to enter the customer account. I'm going to select the warehouse and then click OK. And here I'm going to select the product which I'm going to buy. So I have these two quantities for this sales order. I'm going to save this. And now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to create a direct delivery a purchase order for this. Okay, so the moment I create a direct delivery purchase order for this, so what system has created, it has created a purchase order 12 in this company, and then it has also subsequently created a sales order in USMF, which is this one. Okay, so let's see first the purchase order. So purchase order will be available in DEMF only. So we'll go to the accounts payable, all purchase order, and I have this order created here. So I can see the same product, the quantity should be 2 and it is available. And now I'm going to do the USMF company and I'm going to see that is there any sales order which is created here directly. Okay, so if I go and see, I have the auto created sales order available here, which is my intercompany sales order. Okay, so hope that's clear. Now idea is that this company is going to fulfill the order, but the thing is that we do not have the inventory in USMF as well. So USMF also wants to create a external purchase order, and but that too a direct delivery purchase order. So what we are going to do is the fourth order which will be created here now will be the direct delivery a purchase order. So I'm going to click on the direct delivery here and I'm going to create for this US1001 and going to select this and create a purchase order here. So this is going to create a purchase or direct delivery purchase order in USMF. So if I see here, it has created a purchase order 151. So let's go to the accounts payable in USMF, all purchase order. And I'm going to filter here the purchase order 151. So here is my purchase order. I can open this purchase order and see it is there. Okay, now what I should do is that I'm going to confirm this purchase order. Okay, so this is my purchase order which is confirmed here, and I'm also going to confirm the purchase order which I created in DEMF, which is my intercompany purchase order. So I'm going to confirm both the purchase orders. This is confirmed, this is sales order, this is order, and this is my confirm. So let's understand the sequence, what happened exactly. So DEMF received a sales order from the external customer. Now to fulfill this customer's order, DEMF created a purchase order which was the intercompany purchase order. Now that intercompany purchase order created a intercompany sales order in USMF. Now USMF also doesn't have this inventory, so USMF also has to procure from the external vendor. So USMF created the normal purchase order, but it's a type of direct delivery. Okay, so hope that's clear. So let's go back to our PowerPoint and see that what we written down has been done or not. So this is what we thought, like first my sales order will be created, then the direct delivery intercompany purchase order, and then it is subsequently create a automatically intercompany sales order, and then I have to create a purchase order, normal purchase order, but it's a type of direct delivery. Okay, so that's what we have created till now. Now let's see how it is going to work for the receiving or the shipment side, the next action on the orders. Now the next thing which will happen, it will happen in the reverse way. So I have put the similar table, but it is for the order receiving or the delivery basically. So what it is going to happen is that I have put the one column, the company is there. The order sequence is the original order creation sequence. Okay, that how the order was created. Okay, and then the receiving and the delivery sequence is that in which sequence the order will be delivered or received. So in this case, we know that the last order which got created, which is going to fulfill our all the orders delivery, is the external purchase order in the USMF. So that purchase order will be dispatched by the external vendor, and in USMF, let's say we are going to receive that purchase order. Okay, so the moment I do the receiving of that direct delivery purchase order, and I have to do this manually, what system is going to post? System is going to automatically post the dispatch in USMF for the intercompany sales order because it was a direct delivery. So then also it is going to post a product receipt of a direct delivery purchase order in DEMF, and then subsequently it is already automatically going to post the sales order delivery note in the DEMF, and then finally the order is delivered to the last customer or the external customer which placed the order in DEMF. So ideally the external vendor in USMF is delivering the product directly to the external customer in DEMF. Okay, so that is how it is going to work. Now let's see in Dynamics whether it is happening or not. Okay, so this is my purchase order, the external purchase order, which is available here. Now, one of the things which we need to check it here, that the USMF external supplier is going to make the direct delivery to the external customer in DEMF. So whether the system is capturing the delivery address correctly or not. So if I go to the all purchase order in the header, if I go to the delivery at the address tab, so it is telling me this address and that. And if I go to the sales order which was originated, which was a first transaction, and if I see the customer's delivery order, it is exactly the same. So which means the system is carrying all the required information from the start to the end. Okay, so now let's do one thing. Let's go and receive this purchase order. So I post the product receipt here. This is going to be my manual activity. So let's say I put product receipt number, everything is there. I hit OK. Now if I see this, this purchase order has been received. Now what I have to do is see is that the USMF intercompany sales order. So if I refresh this, I can see that it has been received. It has been delivered. If I see the packing slip has been posted for this. Now I need to go and see the intercompany purchase order which was created here, and if I refresh this, I can see that this has also been received automatically. And now this should also trigger the delivery note for my final external order which was placed by the customer, and now I see that this is also been delivered automatically. So you only need to take a one action on the external purchase order which you have created, and that is going to trigger all the automatic action on all the subsequent orders, because the delivery is going to happen directly to the external customer which we created in the first place. Okay, so this shows that system is taking care all the receiving and the delivery actions automatically in system. Now let's go back to our PowerPoint slide and let's see that how it is going to work for the invoicing. What do we expect for that? Okay, so the quick view, this is how the order receiving sequence we thought, and this is what system has also done. Okay, So now let's move to the next slide, that how it is going to work for the invoicing. So invoicing, we know that external vendor is going to submit the invoice, so we have to record that manually. So that will happen in company USMF for the order which was created in the last. So that's a invoice sequence first, it can happen, or the second also can be generated first. But the second invoice which we have to generate is from the USMF, which is for the intercompany sales order. And now once we generate that invoice manually, that is going to trigger auto invoicing on the purchase order for the direct delivery, which is the intercompany order, and it is also going to post invoice automatically for the external sales order which we created in DEMF. So that is what is expected by the system. Let's move to the dynamics and let's see how it is going to do that. Okay. So now I'm on the all purchase order screen in USMF. I'm going to post the invoice for this. So let's go and select the invoice tab here and generate the invoice. So I'm going to put some invoice number. So I will say that USMF external order. Okay, so I'm going to select some invoice date, register, and then I'm going to match the status. Everything looks fine. I'm going to post. So now this is not going to trigger anything automatically. So this is the standalone individual invoice which we need to record in the system. So this is going to be posted. This is done, invoiced order. Now I go to the sales order in USMF, and now I trigger an invoice here, which is the intercompany invoice to my purchase order which is there in the DEMF. Okay, so I just select this, click on post. It is going to post the invoice. So now if I see my sales order has been invoiced, and now I should go and see the subsequent intercompany purchase order which is in its receipt status. I'm going to refresh this and I can see that this has been invoiced. So if I go and see the invoice details here, it should have the same invoice number which I have generated there. Okay, so this is what is being captured here. So this is the invoice number. If I go here in this sales order 717, that is going to be the invoice number here. Now the moment this invoice for the intercompany purchase order has been posted, now this was created against the sales order, the external sales order. Now we have to invoice the external customer as well. So if I go to that sales order and if I just refresh this, system is going to create the invoice automatically for this as well. Okay, and if I go here and if I see that, that is also been posted here. So this is the invoice which system had generated automatically, which means now a one invoice creation from the intercompany sales order from the USMF triggers the intercompany purchase order invoice in DEMF, which also triggers the invoice for the external sales order for which we created this direct delivery intercompany purchase order. Okay, let's move to the PowerPoint and let's see that how it looks, what we discussed is being posted or not. Okay, so in this example, if you see, the first invoice was recorded manually, which is required because the external supplier will send the invoice. The second invoice also was initiated manually, which was in USMF or intercompany sales order, but subsequently it triggered auto invoicing for the direct delivery purchase order which we created, which also created auto invoicing posting for the last sales order, which was the external sales order which we created and which was fulfilled by the USMF external supplier using the direct delivery. Okay, that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed, and I know this is going to be a bit confusing, or maybe there are too many transactions involved in this. So have a look at it, have a patience, look one by one the sequence and everything, and just see it that whether it makes sense or not. Okay, so that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed my content. If you do, please like, share and subscribe, and let me know in comment box if you want me to create a video on any specific topic. I'll try to create that one as soon as possible. So that's conclude today's video. I look forward to seeing you all in the next one, and thank you for watching and take care. Yep.